Hi, it's Bernie again. So we're back here with the base pan that we cut for the 5.3 or 6 litre or 4.8, whatever you're putting it in. So the question is now, how much oil can I put into it? So what we're going to do, have a look at just to see how high the windage tray is, or I should say how low the windage tray is sticking down and down the pan. So let's have a quick look right now. So this is the pan we shortened. So we'll take that off. And what we're looking at, if you look down that windage tray, where the pickup is, you'll see that the oil pan windage tray, which is right here, as even with a small block Chevy, you can put windage trays onto it, so the crank, which is in right here, wouldn't be beating out the oil and irrigating the oil and putting extra load on everything, slowing it down, reciprocating. So anyway, the LSs already have them in there, which is great. And the one at the bottom of the pan, which would be right here, I think earlier I may have called that a windage tray as well, but it seems more like it's there's some type of anti-slosh baffle into the bottom of it. But anyway, if you look down there, you see, if you're looking straight down the pan, actually you can pull up a bit more because it's going to be on top of the gasket. You get it's about 1 inch and 1/8 on the low side of it. On the higher side of the windage tray, and it's about 1 3/8 inches. So out of the pan that I have, the one I already do have cut and welded for my car, we're going to go up and we're going to put some oil into it, and we're just going to see how far it comes up in the pan. Like I said, as long as we're underneath this level, we should be good. So let's go up, and we're not going to dump oil in today. We're probably going to dump water into it, but we'll see how much volume it'll actually hold. And just keep in mind that when that was in the truck and it took 6 litres of oil, probably almost half of that went into the filter. So you know, if this one takes any more, I think, and actually a stock LS into a car like a 2000 Camaro, it would have took 5 litres. So, and still as well, some of that still went into the oil filter. So I mean, really, it's probably only putting probably 4.5 to 4 3/4 litres into the pan. So let's go up and we'll dump some water in and see how high it comes up. Okay, so we're in the house garage. It's a little warmer up here. It ain't heated, but it's not outside. So anyway, you see here, this is a base pan that I have for my 6 litre that's in Firebird. And what we have here is a measuring cup and a 4 litre jug. And this is exactly 4 litres in that jug. I measured it with a cup, and it's water in it, not antifreeze. So I guess we're gonna start pouring and just see how much we can actually put in the pan. Well, that's a full 4 litres. So, just out of curiosity, you can see she's come up here with just over the baffle, and we still have 2.5 inches to the water. So, if we look at putting, where would 5 put us? see where it's going to go. Because I'm doing this as well because I want to see how much I can actually put in before the oil is above my turbo. Before my turbo return lines. There's almost up to a lot of that. Let's see what we have now. So we almost have half a litre into it. Okay, so you can see what's on the measuring cup there. Dumped in just past half a litre. So it's 4.5 litres right there now. And if you put the oil filter on, which goes right here, you can see that it will pretty well hold 5 litres. Let's see where the level is. As you can see, she's just at the top of my turbo bungs, and at the back of that we have 1 3/4 inches. So if you look at the other pan, which we narrowed a 1/2 inch shorter than this one, 1 3/4 inches would bring that to an actual 1.25 inches. So you're still below what the window tray will be in the car. So I mean, if you decide to shorten your pan, 4 litres, or well, 4.5 litres usually what it calls for. By the time you put an oil filter on that, you should be in the ballpark right there. You could probably go up a little more now, but in the meantime, she's right at the level of where my my inlets for the turbo return line will be, right? So that's as much as I can put in this one. So it should be fine. So here you have it. When you shorten the base pan from the car, if you use a 2.5 inch square steel and go around like I did, this is what you'll end up with, that level there, about a 1/2 inch higher. And just to say, even again, when you look at these pieces that are up here, because at one point there was a metal plate underneath the base pan and screws used to go up into there. So even this here, as you can see, is well above what the oil level will be. So in that, and the window tray does not touch these. So yeah, you can see we're still a 1/2 inch above that. So yeah, if you want the exact height of the Holly pan, take 2.5 inches out of it. If not 2 inches, I think 2 inches will be fine. It's all what you want to do for your capacity, but 5 litres of oil will be no problem to put in one of them pans. It's not going to strike the crank, it's not going to aerate the oil, it's not going to slow it down. And remember again, the whole time this engine is actually running, is pulling oil out of that pan. So I mean, it's circulating through the motor, it takes time to drain back. So it's not going to, if the motor is running, the level again here is going to be lower than what it is when it's just sat there parked and all the oil is drained down. And so yeah, and there you have it. That's your base pan. So until next time, this is Bernie at Bernie's Garage.